We are going to find the pH of a potassium formate solution. The question says, what is the pH of a solution containing 0.71 molar HCOOH and 0.41 molar HCOOK? The Ka for HCOOH is 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. To solve this problem, you must first dissociate the HCOOK because we want to find the concentration of the HCOO. Yes. So to do this, we dissociate HCOOK into HCOO minus plus K plus, and we know that the concentration of HCOOK is 0.41, so each product is 0.41. Now that we have the concentration for HCOO minus, we can go back to our solution of HCOOH and dissociate that into our product of HCOO minus plus H plus, because we get the HCOO minus right here and the plus from right here. We know that HCOOH has a concentration of 0.71 molar, so we're setting up an ice table here. 0.71 is our initial. Our initial for HCOO minus comes from our dissociation up here, and that is 0.41 molar. And we don't have the concentration of the H plus, so we put a 0 here. Our change in the reaction here is minus X plus X plus X, and we bring these values down and we get 0.71 minus X, 0.41 plus X, and X. Now that we have our values, we are going to use Ka, and Ka is the equilibrium of the reaction, so we must take the products over the reactants, and that is HCOO minus times the concentration of the hydrogens over the reactants, which is HCOOH. We plug in our values here. We know that Ka is 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4. So we have 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4 equals 0.41 from the HCOO minus. So we get 0.41 plus X times the hydrogen, which is X, we get it from right here, all over HCOOH, which is 0.71 minus X. That's about this value right here. Now we must solve for X. But before we do that, we're going to get rid of the X right here and the X right here, because those X's are so small that they don't, we don't have to consider them into the equation. So we're left with 1.7 times 10 to the negative 4 equals 0.41 times X over 0.71. Multiply by 0.71 on this side and 0.71 on this side. solve for x, we get x is equal to 0.00029. So now we have our x value. We're going to solve for the concentration, or I mean the pH of the solution. So to that we need to find out what the concentration of the H plus ions are. To do that, we take pH is equal to the negative log of our x value, which is 0.0029. Plug that into your calculator, and you get pH is equal to 3.53. And that is your final answer.